can't get away from this one, and that's the whole topic of loving it, of passion, of desire, of energy, of feeling in your heart and in your gut and in your soul something that you want to do, something you want to strive for. Think about, use me. So we hung out for 8 weeks, and I said to you, would you like me to walk in the door kind of, sort of wanting to be here and kind of liking coaching you or teaching you? Or would you, as students, would you want me to show up loving this moment, loving being in front of you, loving getting into debates and questions and sometimes a little testy, trying right issues we had, or some really breakthroughs where people were emoting and sharing their struggles or their joys or their successes, right? How would you want me to show up? Of course you'd want me to show up loving what I do. How about a coach you have had in the past? The best coaches you had, did they just kind of like their job, or did they love their job? Of course, they loved it. You have anybody that you pay to hang with, or that you're really passionate about something, you want to be involved with somebody that also has that same level of passion. So, what are you passionate about? What do you love? Maybe what you're studying, or what you think you need to get your degree in, isn't actually what you love, but you're doing it because it'll pay the bills, or you can get a better job. I guess that's okay. I never live that way. I don't suggest it to people. People do live that way. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's not my way. My way is to find what you love, what really lights, the fire within you, what puts that sparkle in your eye. For me, I've had a lot of different aspects of my job, and a lot of different clients and businesses and sports and business and performers and music. But I pretty much stayed in the zone, or in my lane of coaching, because it's what I love the most. I love being in that relationship where game is on, or performance is on, or it's really important that you get a promotion, or that you find your way out of a dark space. I love that counseling, almost therapy. I'm not a therapist, but I love that dimension of my job, right? And so I've pursued that, and I can't see myself retiring ever till I can't hang anymore, till I'm not here anymore, because I love doing this. It's not everyone finds what they love, but it doesn't mean I didn't always have this. I didn't know what I was going to do when I was 24 or 5 years old. I was searching, I was lost. I had like a feeling about it, but it wasn't clear in my mind. But so my push to you is to discover that. So how do you do it? If you're already there, some of you I know from talking to you, you know what it is. Go for it. Keep going for it. Expand it. Go deeper. Ask questions. Get your degrees. Volunteer, whatever you have to do. But for those of you who don't know, how do you get there? Well, it's an investigation time. Maybe it's a matter of finding out what you don't love. Eliminating all those things that don't turn you on. Sometimes we have to do things, right? Sometimes we do, but not always. Try not to have your career, your life's work, whether it would be, your sport or your profession, do something that's out of obligation. I coached a guy, a personal friend actually, who made it to the NFL. He was drafted, and he was a quarterback. And his rookie year, I was speaking to him, and he broke down crying, and he no longer loved football. He had been pushed, and everybody, he was All-American, and everybody said that he was the next best thing in the NFL. And I coached him to just ask himself, like, are you loving this? And the answer was absolutely not. And he walked away from the NFL. Sometimes he has regrets when I check in with him. You always look back and you might have a regret. But I think in the long run, he knows he did the right thing because he followed his heart. Find it. If you know what it is, great, good for you. Go for it. If you don't know what it is, go find it. Find what you love the most and make that part of a big, big part of your life.